Hello everybody, welcome to Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. It's the final rounds of the 2024 Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin. I'm John Hindorf, and alongside me in the IMSA Global Broadcast Centre, as always, is Shay Adam. Before we get to today's crucial race, let's take a look back at the action from rounds 11 and 12 at Virginia International Raceway. Just outside Danville in Virginia, the first of two Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup events here at Virginia International Raceway. And we are racing at VIR for the first of two races. Top four have broken away with that little problem down the back straight. Who has got the draft? Down towards the hog pen for the final time, but it's going to be Fletcher. Fletcher wins it. And the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin is underway.
No guarantee that where you are right now is going to earn you a trophy by the end of this one.
There's a long run to the checkered flag here. Workman coming through, but no, he's going to be pipped on the line. Fletcher takes it. So it's the final round of the 2024 Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin, and the whole championship comes down to just this race. Gresham Wagner has a 20-point lead in the standings. He's looking to become only the second ever twice MX-5 Cup champion. After a third place finish yesterday, Jared Thomas is now in second place. A win in this final round 14, he could become the first ever three-time champion in series history. It was a disappointing round 13 for McCumbee McAleer Racing's Jeremy Fletcher, but he's still in the title hunt, while Western Workman is looking to lock up the Rookie of the Year title. The 2024 MX-5 Cup Championship is on the line. Let's get to the start of round 14. We are, as tradition dictates, at Brazelton, or just outside Brazelton in Georgia. 11 corners, 12 corners actually in numbers, but very, very difficult circuit to get right. The nuances of turn 1 and the final corner at turn 12, absolutely incredible. As we come down to the bottom of the hill, and it's a great start from Nate Cicero round the outside. Gresham Wagner, now he got a little tap yesterday going into turn 1. Jeansonne and Wagner. Jeansonne pulls out immediately to go around the outside. This time it looks like Wagner's a little more circumspect. He's side by side with the 22, the blue car of Jeremy Fletcher. Everyone's got through turn 1, everyone's got through turn 2 at the front of the field. It's a great start from Cicero. Nate has pulled out and converted that pole position into a lead. Fletcher elbows out, goes through in a second, and this time it's the bright red and white car that goes off the grass cutting early on in the piece. That yesterday was Gresham Wagner who had to make that manoeuvre down through the S's, and we're already 3 wide as Nicholson comes back onto the track. Nathan was the one doing the grass cutting early on, but Nate Cicero will be pleased with this, as will his McCumbee McAleer Racing team. He's converted from pole position, and that danger area of the first corner has been negotiated.
A very atypical thing that we come back off of a safety car restart and go 2 wide for the proper start. Really pleased that race control made that decision, and also that Nate Cicero has long enough arms to lean out the roof as they are 3 wide going down the backstretch, and Fletcher to the point. He brought Gresham Wagner with him, and Aaron Jeansonne, who was threatening for the lead, now slots back into 3rd, Nate Cicero back into 4th. Given how they are right now, I'm going to say that it is Jeremy Fletcher who leads this lap, but wow, Cicero all the way back to 5th as now Jared Thomas comes through 2. Off into the gravel, I think, oh no, that is our, well, a driver who didn't get to participate in the race yesterday. It's Jagger Jones. He's in for this race today, and Christian Hodenland in the 32 for BSI Racing. I think that was teammate on teammate, John.
And I don't think that car's coming out. Now he's well into the gravel trap there. So I'm looking down to the start-finish line where the yellows are already out.
this was not the best situation in the world. Let's see what happened for Jagger Jones.
Side-by-side contact.
Side-by-side, just moved out a little bit too far. Who else was involved there? Alex Bashura, I believe, in the 33 was the other car.
Not sure if one of those cars didn't hit the curb. Weston Workman has pulled his way through to that area as well.
Yeah. Hodenland was just a victim there. My apologies to Christian Hodenland. He went off on his own. That was avoiding what was happening. That was side by side with Bashura, and it looked like perhaps Jagger Jones just ran to a portion of the circuit where he ran out of pavement. I'm not sure if that was because Bashura pushed him out there or not. Thankfully, that's not a decision that we have to make, John. That's a call from race control.
Jeremy Fletcher, JFR, with the lighter blue sides on his number 22 car will dictate the pace. The green flag's in the air, just down to my left from the Global Broadcast Centre, and across the line to restart with 20.5 minutes to go. More than enough time for us to talk about many different changes of headlines. Nobody in the press room in the Michelin Tower here at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta are writing any headlines at the moment. They are glued to this coverage, as are you all over the world and on 98.1 FM around the circuit. This is pure racing. This is Mazda MX-5 Cup racing for the championship. Down through the S's as we're getting back up to speed. Now coming up to turn number 5, it's still Fletcher who holds it and holds a tight racing line, runs all the way out to the gravel over the blue and yellow curbs. Neudorf going wide, and behind, that's the number 20 going around. That's the Bacon car up in the air. That is the same colours as the Tyler Gonzalez car from yesterday. Caleb Bacon was airborne for a moment. There's damage to the right rear. He was very fortunate there. We're under green at the moment. Race control will be watching that.
And race control has just issued a penalty for Alex Bashura for contact with that 86 machine, and it is a drive-through, so it doesn't do any help for Jagger Jones, but the 33 of Alex Bashura will be coming down the pit lane to serve that drive-through.
Needs to get that done right now, because if we go yellow, you cannot serve the drive-through, and the full course yellows come out. I think that's actually great officiating as we go 3 wide. We might have to sort out the race positions here, because there was passing going on as the yellow came out. I'm not saying that was deliberate by any of the drivers. I think that's great race control, actually, because what they've done there, they haven't allowed the cars to come round. Well, Caleb Bacon was on his own there, just a little bit too wide at turn 5. It's a big commitment corner, and you want to take as much pace as you can down towards turn 6. The right rear of the car contacting the tyre wall as he was sliding sideways. There's rear suspension damage there. Jeremy Fletcher then has to do it all over again. Gresham Wagner, a little circumspect last time around. Jeansonne, Cicero, Jared Thomas in the very easily spotted chevron red and white car. That's a classic motorsport colour scheme. Changed that at WeatherTech Raceway. Laguna Seca kept that secret. That was good stuff. Shane and I had a little sneak peek. Back to green flag, 16 minutes and 17 seconds to go.
In the season.
In the season, that's a very good point. In the 2024 season, just over 16 minutes to go. Here comes Jared Thomas in that red and white car, side by side with Nate Cicero. Cicero will have the inside line for turn 2. But Thomas has the inside line for turn 3. He has to take a bit of grass, and here comes the 77. That's Harmon coming through. Noah Harmon, the AAG Racing rookie this season, has shown himself to be very, very impressive. His racecraft at the sharp end of the field for a rookie driver, absolutely impeccable. But that is the way of the things nowadays. This is no longer a championship where rookies come in and just mind their business for a season. They're up there battling for victories. Weston Workman's had 2 this year as a rookie.
Exactly. At Sebring and at CTMP, no easy tracks, that's for sure. So the rookies have been impressive throughout the course of the year. 4 different rookies claiming podium positions. As we got back to green, it started to smell as if there's a bit of desperation in the air, John. And these guys realize that $250,000 is on the line, and they need to make a move to make it happen now. Still no clue who's going to walk away with the big check.
At the front of the field, Wagner down to the final corner. That's an audacious manoeuvre. Is he auditioning for the last lap? We've seen it happen here before. And here comes Thomas again, that very distinctive red and white car in a sea of black and blue cars ahead of him.
But critically, the black and blue car ahead of him is Aaron Jeansonne, his teammate. So we now have 2 MMR cars with 2 JTR cars. This could get really interesting because all of the top 5 are our championship contenders. We have teammates working together until we get to the end of this one, and then it's everybody out there for themselves.
The leader, Jeremy Fletcher, getting a little bit of a draft from that number 20 car. Look, he's pulled away from Thomas. That may have helped the leader, actually. Now he needs to swing to his left-hand side and get down the inside. Bacon is pulling out the way. That's great driving. He knows what's happening now. Now just lift off, Caleb. Just lift the throttle and let those 5 cars through. That's exactly what he's done. More than a golf clap there. Yep. That is absolutely brilliant stuff. And Jeremy Fletcher used that aerodynamic advantage that he was getting from the hole in the air from Caleb Bacon's number 20 JTR Motorsport car to absolute perfection. White flag is out. The final lap of the Mazda MX-5 Cup for 2024. The Whelen Mazda Trophy is still yet to be decided, and a huge moment for Neudorf. He's on the grass on the left, he's on the grass on the right, he's through the pit lane and hard into the barriers. And that is a big, big incident. Almost had it back. The leaders have gone through, and we go full course yellow. And the season will end under a full course yellow because of the severity of that impact. They want to roll the safety vehicles to Jonathan, who is moving in the cockpit. That's the good news. No choice from race control. Fletcher was leading from Cicero and Wagner and Harmon, and Thomas down in 5th.
So the 2024 Whelen MX-5 Cup Championship has ended under a caution with a 1-2-3 for McCumbee McAleer Racing. Jeremy Fletcher gets the last win of the year. Gresham Wagner claims the 2024 title. Let's get down to Victory Circle and hear from our winners.
Yeah, I really think we did everything we could to win this championship. Really proves we were the car to beat this weekend, and things out of our control, out of the team's control, out of my control really cost us that. But I'm just so proud of everyone that could really help me do this weekend. And all season we've been great. You know, came out of Daytona with my first 2 podiums, and now I got my first 3 wins all in one season. So I'm just so thankful for the McCumbee McAleer guys this season.
It's a lot of relief. You know, it's been a couple years since the first one, and you know, I achieved every other goal I ever wanted in this series. So to finally get that second one that I've just been coming back over and over to try to get is, I want to say I'm excited, but I'm more relieved than anything to finally just have that checkbox, and you know, regardless of whatever the future holds, be able to walk away if that's what it holds, or to come back as the reigning champion. It's just a really good feeling, and I'm just really thankful to Jeremy, Nate, John, and everybody that works on the MMR team to help me get to this point.
Well done to all of the winners this season, and congratulations to the 2024 Whelen MX-5 Cup champion, Gresham Wagner. So here are the unofficial 2024 Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup point standings. Gresham Wagner finishes the season with a 60-point lead over Jared Thomas, and Gresham becomes the series' second ever repeat champion. It was a strong finish to the season for Jeremy Fletcher. He picked up 3 wins in the final 4 of the season, and that was good enough for 3rd place. While Nate Cicero and Aaron Jeansonne round out our top 5. The Rookie of the Year honour goes to BSI Racing's Western Workman as he takes home an $80,000 cheque from Mazda. Once again, well done to all of our winners. And thank you to the teams and drivers from the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup who've given us outstanding entertainment in this 2024 season. I'm John Hindorf. Have a great off-season. See you soon at the track.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of the International Motorsports Association. We would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.